Good morning, everyone. It's a rainy day here today, or at least it's cloud covered, and we got down to like 60 degrees or something like that. And it's such a nice, cool relief. So I don't know what the weather's like in your neck of the woods, but we're enjoying it here. Good morning, Colleen. Yeah, right. You're early. You're actually right on time. So this is good. This is good. So my name is Jade. I'm the Violet Sage. I'm a psychic medium, a Reiki master teacher, an author and teacher and creator of so many things. So if you want to know more, please visit thevioletsage.com. And you can learn more about what I do and what I offer, or you can always write me at the address you see below at thevioletsage@aol.com. Hello, Thoko Kumalo. Welcome. So, what we do is we always start off by giving the weekly forecast for everyone. And then, when the time comes for us to open up the question portion of the show, we will do that and I'll announce that. And that's when you can ask your questions. All right. Oh, is that why this thing was? Oh, I lost my stylus pen somewhere. Uh-oh. I hope it wasn't yesterday. I was wondering why I keep getting things. Little pencil on my thing is showing me my stylus disappeared off of my phone. All right. All right, so we have started by pulling the first card already today, and just to let you know ahead of time, I was having issues with my camera once again this morning, but it is on. I was ready to convert back to my old one and praying that would work. So we will see. So good morning, Colleen. Good morning, Thoko. Good morning, Dreamweaver, Auntie Barb, and Robert. And I think my mom is on here somewhere. All right, so the first card that we got today is admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire. So if you're wondering why maybe life is at a standstill, you're not moving forward, or maybe you're just ignoring something you really need to do to achieve what you really wish to achieve, then you know what it is you need to do. You know the changes you have to make and things that you maybe need to develop or work on. So this is the time to do that. All right. And I don't know how it's looking to you, but I can turn on a light. But right now it seems like the lighting itself is good, but it seems like things are a little bit fuzzier on my end. So I'm not sure how. So you missed the first card. That is admit your true feelings to yourself. Thank you. Oh, yes. Normally, I wasn't going to be on today because I was supposed to be taking my mother to the airport, but she did fall ill. Still unknown, really, what's going on. So we took her home about a week ago. She was out here for about a week instead of 2 weeks. But Mama's on with us today. Feel really bad about that, but we did sneak in a few good days instead of all the work that we like to do when we get together. So thank goodness for that. And I got to see her, and that's most important of all. So admit your true feelings to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Only you know what it is that you truly desire, and that's what you really need to put your energy towards. You got to stop ignoring things that you know you need to do, or things you need to work on or work towards, because it's a must in order to achieve what you truly do desire. Sometimes it's people in the wrong work or with the wrong person. It's, you know what it is that you desire. You know what it is that's wrong or off base, and then you know what it is that you really need to do if you want to achieve happiness. So that's what that card is about. All right. And I got up early today, so I pre-picked a lot of cards here. And the other one, which is really, really important, is to face your fears. Release the power of fear. The fear only has as much power over it that you give it, that you allow it to consume in your life. So don't have fears, move forward. Just like a lot of times when people know, this job isn't for me, it's killing me. I'm admitting my true feelings to myself and what I need to do. Yes, it's scary, but if you don't put one foot in front of the other, you're never going to know anything other than what you know right now or feel or experience. So you have to face your fears in order to move forward and do what needs to be done. All right. Makes a lot of sense to me. All right. The next card we have, so we haven't pulled one of these fairy cards in a while. We have Awen, gift, divine inspiration, and awakening. So, if you do follow all this, you're awakening, and that true you is going to appear, what you're really good at, and following your destiny, knowing what you want and going for it, and seeing that you can actually achieve it. So, of course, it always depends on what it is. Some people dream too big, but doesn't mean it can't be accomplished. It might take a little extra time. But you do have the gift. So, Spirit's probably giving you some guidance or direction or gifting you with like one more chance in a certain area in your life. So, you need to take it while you can with both hands and run with it. Divine inspiration and awakening, becoming who you truly were meant to be, or the awakening to that aha moment that you know what you need to do. And that's always hopeful. All right, Spirit, what else does everyone need to know today? Whoa, that one just literally jumped out of the deck. All right, so this is sometimes where people have their issues. So it's angel of self-worth. You are currently undervaluing yourself. It's time to regain your self-worth. So find out what it is you're good at and start with that. If you're not really sure that you can achieve what you really desire, start with what you know. Start with what is good. The self-worth will build from there. Especially if you're creative, it's doing the work. And when people start complimenting you, that helps to build your self-confidence. So this is also going to help you, but you do have to be the one that puts one foot in front of the other and get moving. And, if your life is a mess, sometimes it's physically, sometimes it's mentally. If you clear those areas up, sometimes it's your house. Sometimes, like I said, it's your mind. If you can clean that up, you're going to find out that you have more mental clarity and you'll feel good about yourself when you've pushed yourself to the point that you achieve something. Even if it's small, it's still an achievement and helps you to feel better about yourself. All right. Good morning, Lisa. All right. It's really important. It's what fuels the fire. What fuels your creativity too is having that self-worth. It's like, hey, nobody else has to like it but me, right? So do that. And if you're an artist or anything, we're our worst critic anyway. So don't assume no one else is going to like it. Don't overanalyze things or you just drive yourself crazy. All right. Divine Circus. All right. I think someone made a text at the top. All right. That's not what I was looking for. These are not the droids you're looking for. All right, Spirit. What does everyone need to know? What card's best going to help them in their path in life? Let me pick the proper card that best helps everyone for this week of June 11th, 2023. This is just too good. Can't make this stuff up. Date with destiny. So if you're following through on all this, becoming your awakening, admit true feelings to yourself, face your fears, the angel of self-worth. Well, there's a lot of inner work, it seems like, needs to be done here. We have the date with destiny. So you do have something that is supposed to happen in your life or someone that you are to become, things that you create that get noticed maybe. The date with destiny is theirs to assure you that changes are to be had. But of course, you always have to take that initiative and work on it. It doesn't do it by itself. All right, so let's see. Read that one. 43. Out of the others and into your life, she arrives. She arrives now because you have a date with destiny. She is a mysterious creature. Her ways are wild and her guidance is true. She may create chaos from which a new order can emerge. But there is no need to fear. She has come to inspire, uplift, and direct you. So, again, no fear. And of course, I covered that card, huh? Face your fears. Don't have a fear with this. These things are supposed to be the way they are coming about. Sometimes it shakes things up. Again, sometimes people lose their job or they lose their relationship or maybe even where they're living. I mean, things like this happen to help to redirect you to something bigger and better or something more efficient for you or what you've really been looking for or asking for. And sometimes, I hear a lot of people saying, the universe or God or whatever has not answered me and how much effort I've put forth. Well, you know what? He does answer you. You just don't always like the answer you get. Sometimes the answer is no. But again, that's usually because it's a rerouting opportunity. Maybe you're meant for something else. So this is a date with destiny. So think of what it is that you truly desire or who you truly feel you are, but just maybe haven't been working towards that goal. You got to do that. Give me a second. Can I have a reading, please? Well, we didn't get to that portion of the show yet. So when I'm done, this is a weekly message for everyone. So there may be some information in here that you do need to know. And when I am done with the weekly message, I'll give people a chance to ask a question. Anybody who donates with the information that's scrolling through on the bottom of the screen does get to go first. I do appreciate all donations because I do not get paid like some of the people on here. If I get over 1,000 followers, I can actually get paid for this. Otherwise, this is me and my own time to do this in hopes that I help all of you. Isn't that awesome? All right. So let's do another card here. All right. What else do we need to know? What's best going to help everyone in their path in life for the week of June 11th, 2023? Hello, Kimmy. Hello, Julie Alexander, Consuela, Durendra. Hello. All right. Okay, so some of you may be feeling really trapped and imprisoned into your situation right now. Things may not be going as planned. You may have to shift gears. What did you get yourself into and why? So I know it takes a lot of energy, but sometimes you just have to focus on the answer or the solution. And sometimes you just have to take your lumps. Let's see, I'm going to pull another card here. All right, so do your research. You got to really be smart about things right now. Taking extra care in your situation. Do some research because there's always a way out, although the timing may not be perfect, but something, somewhere, there's a solution. All right. I can really feel that's for someone particular right now. Probably everybody, but I'm just getting a feeling. All right, Spirit. One more card here. What else does everyone need to know? All right, we have transformations happening. These are other fairy cards. And I'm going to have to pull this closer to read this. This fairy tells you to surrender to a transformation in your life that's happening for your highest good. Embrace your transformation. The best is yet to come. So kind of all this has been telling you this: the self-worth, the date with destiny, face your fears, admit your true feelings to yourself. Again, I say this almost every podcast. You can't make this shit up. You just can't. All right. So you're seeing it as it's happening. So transformation. So there is a transformation that's due you, but you need to do the work. Sometimes it comes through adversity, but it may be retraining you how to think, how to be, how to work things out, how to do research. I mean, there's so many things that come from negative experiences, and it's always learning or to teach us something. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and pull a trinket in the stone, and we're going to move on to questions. So the trinkets here today. Let's see, Spirit, what does everyone need to know? What's best going to help them in their path in life? All right, if you get yourself involved in any documents, applications, contracts, make sure you read the fine print. I'm guessing that there should be some amendments to the paperwork that you're filling out. Don't assume they're telling you everything. I know it's a pain in the butt to read everything, but I think it might be good. And if it's like, yeah, we can do that, say, well, could you please put that on the contract, please, and highlight it and initial it, because I need to be sure. You telling me something is not assuring me of that change we need to make within that contract. So make sure you pay attention to the fine print, or add or delete what must be added or deleted. And signed. All right. We are going to do the stone pick of the day. All right. Penny stones. All right, Spirit, what stone is best going to help people this week? What's best to wear or to carry for everyone involved here today? Okay. I'm just looking. That is a moonstone. This is a rainbow moonstone, and without the lights on, you probably can't see it, but it does reflect different colors. So this is moonstone. Moonstone is really going to help you be more at ease, maybe be able to see the future in things, connect you with your guides, guardians, and angels. And I'm going to go ahead and ask Google what else that has in store for you. What other meanings it has? All right, come on. Okay. What are the metaphysical properties of moonstone?
According to Charms of Light, a stone for new beginnings, moonstone is a stone of inner growth and strength. It soothes emotional instability and stress, and stabilizes the emotions, providing calmness. Moonstone enhances intuition, promotes inspiration, success, and good fortune in love and business matters.
Yeah, I think I'll be putting my moonstone on today. Yeah, that is awesome. And you can always find out more, especially if you have a particular moonstone, because sometimes rainbow moonstone, orange moonstone, gray moonstones, or whatever, usually have an added attribute to them other than the basic moonstone. So check out what you have and see what the added benefit may be for you. All right. So hopefully that has been a help for everyone. And now is the portion of the show where you can ask your questions, and people who donate get to go first. There is no set amount for donations. Anything that you can afford is greatly appreciated. But you have to let me know that you donated and what app you used to donate. And then you also get put in an entry to win at the end of the month. And next week is going to be, is it next week? Father's Day? I think it is. Yes, next weekend is Father's Day. We will be doing this on Father's Day, and we'll be letting all the guys ask questions first, and we'll give them some extra info to help celebrate Father's Day. It's also going to be my baby boy Lucky's birthday, too. Actually, his birthday's on the 19th, but we'll be celebrating it on the 18th, along with Father's Day. All right. So you go ahead and you post your questions now as I'm cleaning up. I don't know where that came from. Knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. I don't know. Sometimes certain songs, like I'll get military songs and stuff that pop into my head as I'm walking through Walmart or something. It's like, wow, I must have just passed by a spirit that was in the military or something. It's really strange what pops into my head at certain times. Okay. All right. All right, Megan. All right. And Kimmy, you'll have to let me know if you're still here and if what your question is. So I usually only pull one card or something, or I can't say I don't usually use my psychic ability when I'm doing these things, because I do. Usually, I ask people if you would like a personal reading, that you can contact me and another date, and we can do a reading for you over the phone or wherever you may be. But of course, at a cost. This is the list, let you know where my gifts are at. Okay. So my question is, who was the voice I heard in my head to alert me of my medical situation? Thank you. Interesting. I actually get two people for you, Megan. I get one who is your guide, and it's interesting because my guide has the same name, but it could be, of course, two different people. I believe you have a guide named Simon, and then I also get a grandmother. So I think they may be working in unison, trying to give you information, but this is what I am getting for you on that. They're saying you have a medical intuitive in your head, and this is who does alert you. They do know how to get information through to you. But I feel like a grandmother. Oh, is it? Wow. Interesting. Is your son alive? Mom, I know you had a question too, so you might want to put that in there. But yes, but I do see, it's interesting. I see this older woman, and she's almost like waving. She can't speak, but she's trying to talk to you. And I believe that's your grandmother. So she's been trying to get your attention, but your guides can actually talk to you. So I think it was a combined effort. He's alive. That's good. Okay. So, you may want to just, if there's anything going on with him too, you might want to check into that as well. So that is really cool. All right. So, so you have a guide and grandmother trying to get your attention. Awesome. All right. I hope that has helped you, Megan. All right. Something very important. Lisa, something very important that could guide me right now. Thank you. All right. Let's see. For Lisa and in spirit, what would help guide her right now? They're saying the truth in your voice and write a letter. So if this is what I think it's about, I think you need to be writing someone a letter that they can read and refer back to, because talking sometimes is just an argument, but when people read it, they have a better chance in silence to absorb. And it helps you to get out, and you excel at that. So how awesome is that? All right, I'm going to go ahead and pull a card for you too and see if there's anything else that they can tell you. What is most important for Lisa to work with right now? Anything important to help guide her. Interesting. All right, we got the 7 heavenly virtues. The key to goodness. I guess these are the things that you're going to have to focus on, reside in, and maybe if you can screenshot this, you might be able to show them to someone in particular that needs to see them, and also give them, I think the pages are right next to each other, And I think you should show them the 7 deadly sins also, because I think, or that's what they're working within. So I'm going to show this to you here so you can screenshot this. I'm going to do the 7 deadly sins first. A 1 and a 2 and a 3. And here's the 7 heavenly virtues. You represent spiritual enlightenment and divine knowledge and wisdom. You have faith and believe in all that is good and meaningful. You have a deep intuitive understanding of God, the angels, and the universal spirit. You know the keys to goodness. You are being asked to use the knowledge to empower and teach others what the 7 heavenly virtues mean: faith, belief and trust in the right things; hope, belief that good will prevail; charity, unlimited loving kindness towards others; fortitude, never giving up. That's hard. Justice, being fair and equitable towards others; patience, accepting the grace to forgive; temperance, practicing self-control and moderation. Now, even accepting the grace to forgive, now everybody needs to understand, even when you forgive someone does not mean you have to continue being around them, to continue being bullied or whatever. You can just say, hey, I'm just going to step away from this. I release you now. Thank you for the lessons you've given me, but I'm going to be over here and I'm just going to pray for you. That's the best that you can do. So that is your message. It's a pretty powerful one. That's good. All right. And Mama, do you see what could be causing my illness and why the new meds aren't working like the doc said this one should work in 2 days? But yeah, okay. Mama, what is the issue? All right. One part, I'm getting that the stomach lining was bleeding. Well, let's see the other part. I'm getting that there is actually something going on with the urethra tube. They're like expanding and shrinking, but that's not telling me enough. Hang on. I think there is, I don't know how it happened, but there's like a torn tissue between that area and the rectum, I believe. There's a torn tissue, is what they're telling me. Really? You need to see an internal specialist, is what this little gnome-like guy just popped in my head and told me. The tissues in the linings are very short and very thin. I think that time that you stopped that, that's what, IV? What's that? I think that's when you stopped taking that one medication, why everything stopped. Otherwise, bleeding can persist. And the thinning of the walls and the tear, and wow. They're saying some antibiotics can work, but it won't really necessarily repair the tissue. So it might still be like blocking a flow or irritating things. That's interesting. And there's a bacteria in growth. I'm wondering if one might be leaking into the other that will be causing something like that, or a bacteria. like bacterial infection or something. Interesting. So, They made me go back on it. Yeah, I know. Damn it. You're welcome, Lisa. I'm like, wow, it took you a long time to respond. All right. Interesting, Mama. See, I love getting information when I'm in the mode here because it's like all the guides gather at that time. And yeah, interesting. I couldn't do. There was so much going on when you were here. I felt like I couldn't even look into anything. It was weird. All right. I hope that helped, Mama. The internal specialist. But now you have things to bring to their attention. Say, well, could it be something like this, or could it be something like that? Because sometimes, they're walking into it blind. They don't even know where to begin to look. So sometimes suggestions can make them go, maybe. You're right. That could do something like that. So I hope you wrote that stuff down. Okay. You're welcome, Lisa. That is interesting. And it's interesting, Lisa, how you have that forte about you already, and for you not to think about that, but it just seems to be the easiest way for her to absorb what you're saying. And those cards, the 7 deadly sins and the 7 virtues, I think are really, really important. And you tell her, this is, the way of life way before we were ever here. Or maybe this is something you should consider. You should try doing that when you're trying to get your point across to people. Because, life's too short to be making enemies, especially with your own flesh and blood, if possible. Okay. You don't know how to screenshot. All right. So maybe I will take a picture of that later, Lisa, and send that to you. How's that? All right. And I'm sorry, I don't know what happened to that one reader that was in here. If you still want it, Kimmy, if you are still here, please let me know, because you may have left already. Some people just don't have patience. Some people just don't have time. All right. That's what I've been thinking. All you said. Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Yeah. I don't know how to screenshot yet. Okay, so Megan Lowe, do you see anything causing the discomfort in abdomen? I'm having additional tests then coming up. Wondering what you see. All right. So what about Megan Lowe spirit and her abdomen? What's going on in that area? I'm getting something about like complications in the tubes. There could be like a buildup of bacteria or a buildup of something that might be causing a bit of an obstruction and irritation. They might have to insert something to clear the obstruction. I mean, it doesn't have to be a big obstruction where nothing's getting through, but it's enough that causes a buildup of something that can cause a bacteria, that can cause an irritation. It's like one thing leads to the other. And some bodies don't, just like if somebody had a cyst, it could be the tiniest cyst, but it could cause the most pain. And it could even be that. So it could be something really small, but yet it's causing so many problems. So that's what I'm getting for you on that. Yes, everyone, that's the time where people can please hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Hit the notification bell if you haven't before, because sometimes, like with holidays and stuff coming up, sometimes we switch things up, or something happens in my life, I have to change the date of a podcast. You'll get it there. I'm hoping to get back into the rolling ball of things. I never had time to do the zodiac horoscopes this month. I might still do a mid-month if I have time this coming week. So I may do a mid-month look for it. And, if you are friends with me on Facebook, you'll see when it gets released. If you hit the notification bell, you'll also get that when it's released. I'm not sure how it works, but I'm pretty sure that when you are watching your previous horoscopes, you hit the notification bell for that because it's like under a different heading. So you might have to hit notification bells for each like subject on my channel. And then you'll get notified when, like if you're a Gemini, when Gemini horoscope is released, then you'll get notified. So I'm not sure that's how it works, but I think that's how it works. Because some people said I hit the notification bell and I'm not getting any. So if they're just doing the notification for the show, you may not get a notification when the horoscopes come out. But I'm not sure. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. It's weird. You're welcome, Megan. I'm so sorry you're going through that. All right. That would be awesome. All right. Let's see. Oh yeah, you missed a really good show yesterday, Lisa. I wasn't sure if you were coming down or not, but that's okay. It was interesting. Anybody else have a question? Okie dokie. Let's see. I may go ahead and pull a rune for everyone. How do I find out my spirit animal? Megan, I don't know if you're still here. Spirit animal thing. Well, you can ask. You can ask your guides to show that to you, and you might find them crossing your path a lot. Or it could also just be the energy of that animal spirit that you're working with at the time, because let me tell you, I've had some very interesting animals crossing my path lately. I had to stop and look them up, and boy, were they all right. Like I seen 3 raccoons, and I don't even see raccoons around here in town, and they were climbing up my neighbor's tree, or they were trying to, poor little babies. I think one of them might have died. But they represented change, and there was 3 changes just in my mother's tickets and stuff alone for the plane. There was all kinds of changes going on. Yesterday, what did I see? I didn't see blue jays for a while. I see blue jays, and the crows were following me again. They like to do that. And I'm seeing blackbirds, and I don't normally see blackbirds around here either. They've been chasing all these other birds. So it's like, wow. I'm like getting messages left and right. So Megan Lowe, let's see if I can get that for you. Megan Lowe, what is her animal spirit guide? Interesting, because I think you have a couple of them, and it's now I mentioned crow. They're showing me the crow card, so I'm thinking crow is one of yours as well. So you are a messenger, and you get messages. I don't know if you're sensing them, seeing them, or noticing them. And I believe I got something like a squirrel for you too. So needing to build a nest egg, putting stuff away, doing a savings for when times could get rough, things like that. When you go through certain transitions, sometimes you become low on funds or things like that. So that's kind of what I'm getting for you. Yeah, crows are always calling you too, huh? Yeah, they're showing me that big crow card. Interesting. Pull a card. All right, Dreamweaver. Mystical wisdom. I like that one. I pull that up. All right. So for Dreamweaver, if you'd pull a card for me just to see what they would have to say. All right. Any message here for Dreamweaver? What is the best cards that's going to help him, especially for this week of June? Oh my. You have 2 that are jumping out here. All right. We have. First one is resilience. Rise above tribulations. That is good. All right, so be resilient no matter what happens. Just, hey, I'm better than that. I don't have to feed into that crap. And I'm just going to do my best to stay centered. Being centered is the most important thing. No matter what's happening around you or even to you, it's just stay centered. So show your resilience, because you can have a lot going for you when you can do that and stay centered. All right. And you also got unicorn, invite serendipity. So all kinds of interesting things can happen, especially if you're focused on it. Say, wow, wonderful meetings are going to be taking place, and I'm going to be meeting a bunch of interesting people who are bringing me just the right experience or message that you need. So focus on the wonderful things happening. And, especially when you have a really good imagination, or you can focus, meditate, you can even see certain things happening, and that helps you to bring them into your life. So, it's kind of like using the secret. If you're focusing on something particular, that's what you're telling the universe you'd like to experience, and that will bring that to you. So I hope that has helped. Okay. All right. All right, we're gonna for Robert here. Thank you, Megan. It seems to be having a mental I seem to be having a mental block when I'm trying to meditate and attempt regression. Keeps me from getting as deep as I would like. Any ideas on how to get past this? You know, it's easier when someone is helping you to do it and they're guiding you. So if you can, do you listen to a guided meditation CD maybe? If you don't have another person guiding you through it. I know I'm going to be making, I hope to make another one. The person I was making them with moved to Arizona, so it's a little hard for me to get together with her and make them, but I'm going to try to find a way to make another one where it leaves enough empty space in there that you can have this meeting with your guides. Because if someone's talking through the whole time, it's hard to visualize and let things happen, because otherwise you're like, oh shit, we're on to the next thing already, and then it doesn't give you time. So even if you can listen to a meditation CD that maybe has nothing but maybe 20 minutes at least of music in between or something like that, that might help you to be able to go deep enough. So maybe if it's a regression type of meditation, they may give you the proper timing to be able to do that. I know some people who do that stuff, and it's really good. And sometimes if you could do it before you go to sleep, that helps, because you're already tired, and if you go to bed thinking about it, then it will bring you to what you need to know. But waking up to write it down, to remember it, may still be an issue. You do have a CD. Awesome. So try to use that. Brian Weiss. But he seems to be fast. Yeah, that's the problem. Unless you can, if you have like a remote control, so when you're laying down, you could just hit the button for it to pause. You finally think you're to that point where you can just drift off a little bit. And then when you seem to get some of the information you want, hit the button again. But if you can do it before you go to bed and you can do good dream recall, I think you can get some answers. Before I go to bed, I can see all the faces of people that I was and stuff like that, or all these faces just come flashing in on my screen. I'm like, what was all that? Very weird stuff. I can't do it before sleep. I'm already tipsy. All right. So yeah, you might just sleep right through it. Yeah, that is my best suggestion. It's really having someone walk you through it. Maybe look for a better CD where it gives you some time to search around and connect with your guides and stuff. Because if it's too fast, you're never going to really get there, or you won't get enough of the message. Some people need extra time to go deeper. All right. I hope that has helped. And we can give you, I'll give you a quick card here for Robert. All right, what's Robert need to know? What's best can help Robert in his path of life, especially this week? Any suggestions for him? Haha. Not sure what you were wishing for, but your wish is granted. That's an awesome card. What you've asked for is coming true. So if you're asking for even to, have freedom, receive peace, achieve this stuff in your meditation, again, you've been asking and connecting with spirit, letting them know what you would desire also will help. They do hear you and they will do their best to work with you. Maybe there's certain ideas that might pop in your head if you go to one of those stores looking around. They don't always know what the CD is like, but you could always ask a person that works there. Maybe even do a search online, but you might be led right to the right one. I used to go into bookstores and spirit would lead me right to the right book that I needed. And there's times I've had that book for 5 years before I even read it. And of course, I always was led to read it at the right time. It's very cool. I guess I had to obtain the book while I could find it. All right. All right. Anybody else? Okay. I will go ahead and pull that rune. All right, Spirit. What is the rune message for everyone this week of June 11, 2023? We have this one. Always reminds me of a fish. All right. I'm not sure exactly what that one's called, so let me look it up. Interesting. I know this is not the Uruz one, but they're telling me Uruz. Maybe I need to look that one up too. All right. So this one is separation, which is kind of what we were getting in the cards. This is a time of separating paths, shedding old skins. The old must be discarded. A peeling away is called for. Possible need for submission or retreat, or firmness to carry out a needed action to its completion. Possible need to give up old belief systems that held you back. Inheritance, something you must give up or abandon so that you can be free to be who you truly are. Was those cards not saying that today? Oh my goodness, you can't make this stuff up. All right. And Uruz, because they were telling me Uruz, it's I gotta show you. It's this one right here. Uruz. All right, Uruz is strength. The rune of terminations and new beginnings. That's funny. It goes hand in hand with the other one. The life you have been living has outgrown its form. That form must die so new energy can come in. Positive growth may require you to descend into darkness in order to release and then rebirth into a new form. Being strong and do what must be done. A bond is being severed. Seek among the ashes to discover new strength and perspective. The universe will support the new growth. So there you have it. That was very good, very meaningful. I love it that I did that. Hey, Kayla. All right. Do you have any questions, Kayla? Because I'm almost to the end of the show. No one else has any more questions. That was just a rune for everybody that I pulled. 2 of them, actually. You know what? I got these little trinkets here. I gotta pull a trinket too. I know I'm doing too much today. Music. Music calms the savage beast. We have a little guitar here. So if you're feeling like a little overwhelmed or something, put on some nice, gentle, calming music. Not wild and crazy stuff or stuff that makes you angry or feeds into it. You want to use music that is calming, and you may find that you do your work better that way, get things achieved better that way. Usually putting it on lower so you can think helps, or whatever you need to do. But incorporate music into your relaxing mode. All right. quick card. Help me, universe. Problems. Yes. Okay. Quick card, please. Help me. All right. So, Spirit, what does Barbara Lewis need to know, Auntie? What's best can help her in her path in life? Get the words. Need to pick from a new set of options. Whatever that means. Opportunity knocks. Interesting. I'm not even sure if I've ever seen this card before. Go for it. So there is going to be an opportunity for you, and I guess not to overthink it, but you're just going to have to go for it, and it will help your situations, or at least many of them, because I think the ones that you have are kind of in one way or another all connected. So the opportunity is going to knock for you on this. I think one more of these. Let's figure out what else should she do. Anything that she can do. Actually do. All right. So we also got Archangel Gabriel, messenger of creativity and hope. So you do have some hope in the situation. All is not dead yet. There's some new opportunities that are coming that's going to help with the situation. Pay attention to the signs, especially if like three people tell you the same thing, or you hear something 3 times or more. Could even be on the radio, but it's like you're getting those messages that's going to help lead and guide you. I hope that has helped. And Kaya says, hope you're feeling better, Grandma Donna. Florencia. The super chat is closed. Well, Florencia, if you would like a reading, like one that you would pay for, you can reach me, let's see, here at the Violet Sage at AOL.com. Or if you're on Facebook, you can friend request me too. We can always do a chat that way. And you could send me whatever you need to. I don't know how much time you'd want, and I can give you what it would cost. But the information is scrolling through below, or you can even text me at 608-477-2192. And we can set you up. Or if you would just like a card, I can pick a card for you right now. I have to leave early, Joyce. Great podcast. We'll re-listen this afternoon. Thank you, Colleen. Thank you for coming in. It's awesome. Yeah. Streamer says, wow, that's so cool. Help is coming. Yeah, that is awesome. I know we're brainstorming. You got extra energy working with you on this one. Matter of fact, I still have this thing up on my computer. You'll have to come down later and check it out, or maybe I can screenshot it or take a picture of it with my phone and send it to you, or show you what I use to do a search. All right. That's my Archangel Barb. Gabriel. Yeah. So, Florencia, what would you like to do, dear? Would you just like me to pull a card for you? I've got a few minutes left here, so you'll have to give me a quick answer. Or you could always contact me later. Usually it takes about 30 seconds, and it's not a real crow. It's a phone thing. So believe me, I walk around and they do that to me. I took pictures of them the other day, matter of fact, because I'm like, nobody would believe me when I say the crows follow me. There's like 3 of them hanging out on a branch that was leading to the ground, and one was just like hopping over to me. I'm like, oh, here we go. Crows. All right, so Florencia, I don't know where you went. I should have heard from you by now. Any information from Spirit on new housing, please? All right. I'm getting that you may actually hear of one, or maybe you have to do paperwork for one by the end of this month, but it may not be available until July or August. And I originally was getting August for you. Something about doing the paperwork at the end of this month. There's a delay in transactions because of someone else not moving out on time or something like that. So that's what I'm getting that one's about. And I'm going to go ahead and pull a card for you, see if we get any other information. It's the crows with a message of good fortune. There you go, Dreamweaver. Oh, for Kayla. Oh my God! Oh my God, Dreamweaver, you're a trip. Good fortune. Wow. You can't make this stuff up. All right. It's exactly what I'm getting. Invite magic in. So staying positive, say someone is going to let me in and it's going to be a perfect fit. It's going to be wonderful. So focus on that energy. Boy, that's funny. The crow. He says, the crow with a message of good fortune. I swear to God, the good fortune card was in my hand. Wow. I love it. Whew. So good things will be happening. It might, be delayed. Don't give up hope. It's coming. Yay. They're saying something already came in May. So that might be like the where you are now. But then the housing, would be coming after that. So I didn't bother giving you that message because we already know that part of it. Yeah, right? Oh my God, Dreamweaver. Dad, I love that movie. What movie? Am I missing something? Crow. Oh, the crow. Yeah. You're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, that reminds me of Moana. You're welcome. Hi, Asma. All right. Well, just see what I get for you. Asma Ali. Will Ahmed cancel? Oh, I put that up there so people don't know what I'm reading. Will Ahmed cancel my ASMA visa in July? I don't think so, but it might actually be the following month. So there's something happening in August that'll make or break the situation, I feel. And all I have for you is Archangel Raphael, provider of healing for mind, body, and spirit. This just might be a rerouting opportunity. There's might be something held within that darkness of that situation that will reveal where you really need to be or what you need to do. But yeah, I think that any transformation may be put off for at least for a month. Again, we got this July, August thing going on here. So I think possibly August. I hope that has helped. So I think there's a choice in there somewhere. That's why it's unsure, but you never want to stick around or be with a person for the wrong reasons anyway, because it only will backfire on you. So just do things for the right reasons and everything will work out in a perfect way beyond what you can fathom, I don't know. I think it's a choice thing, Asma, so I really can't answer that. What happened in August? Please, I need to know. It's a strong possibility. I'm just going to leave you with that. There's, I don't know if it's written in stone. You're welcome, dear. Okay. All right, everybody. It is that time. It is 11 o'clock on June 11th. And we are going to wrap this up. And anybody here that's one of my friends that's here in Wisconsin, I do have a birthday party that is set up. It's my big birthday. And we're going to be celebrating my aunt's birthday as well, because her birthday is also in July, and also another friend of ours, Jeannie. So if you want to be there, we'll be at the Kanamichi Wine Bar in Baraboo, where I'm going to have music and stuff like that. If you'd like to join us, that would be awesome. It's from 2 to 4. Only 2 hours, and 2 hours would be good enough. And then if it's really hot outside, I could always continue at the pool later or something like that. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining me once again. Your presence here is very important to me, and I thank you so much. And please, the information is scrolling through below. If you can find it in your heart to do any donating, it really greatly helps me to, because I actually pay for StreamYard here to get this to you. So it actually costs me to do this. So it's awesome and helpful when it's recognized and something even little is given in return. Every little bit helps. And if you can't, I understand that too. All right. Well, namaste, everyone. Happy birthday to us. That's right. And we will see you again next week on Father's Day. Namaste. Make sure you tell your fathers or the guys in your life or whatever to come on, because it'll be the guy's choice. They'll get some extra readings. Not to say everybody else can't get one. They just get something extra. All right. Namaste, everyone. Much love. Until next time.